Fucking Fabs. Part 2 of episode 82.
Part 82.
I pressed leave.
No, don't.
No, that's what I did.
Press back. Just like you have an Android, just press back.
Yeah, for sure.
I had like 13 people like, what happened? What happened? What happened? I was like, fucking Fabs. It ain't like if give it enough time, Chicken Wing will do it.
I know how to do it on my laptop now. I know how to leave even if I start it without killing it, but I always forget.
Maybe that's what knocked me off of the
Maybe.
is like leaving instead of exiting out.
We got a couple more viewers back.
You're good. Hey, did you air your new video?
Yeah, I played it at the beginning of the show. I didn't realize that the one that I sent y'all didn't have any sound or anything.
It did. It was just super quiet compared to the old one.
Like when I'm creating the video, I always have it down way low so I can hear like the timing of the video and where everything plays out. The first one, when it says me, I'm tight as fuck, that's when your part of the picture showed up. Well, somehow this time it's mine. Like when it goes, I'm tight as fuck, it transitions between you and me. And then the little squeal part in the song is when the little thingy goes around Chicken Wing. Like the timing just went perfect. Yeah, it
was fast
that time. What's up, J Rod?
What's up, Johnny?
What's up?
I giggled my ass off at one of your TikToks earlier, Johnny. The dude was cutting some cheese or something.
Oh, that's Paul.
What's up, Mr. Jim?
Hey, we're getting gas. Getting gas. Smoking he's smoking a cigarette. I had to piss like a racehorse.
Texas on December 3rd.
What about it?
He might be in Texas. That's all I heard.
Oh yeah, we talk, bro.
Me?
Yeah,
I am.
he will be there.
Right on.
I'm gonna try it now that I know that Paul's going. I think I'm gonna see what's up. Get some tickets.
I look forward to meeting him.
Paul's going to Beardapalooza?
Yeah, that's October 8th though.
No, it's Harry Holidays now, bro.
Yeah. Well, he's confusing Beardapalooza. That's October. Harry Holidays is December 3rd.
Oh, that's when Paul's going to be there? Is in December?
Yeah, he won't be at Beardapalooza. Right?
Yeah, Beardapalooza doesn't exist anymore. They handed that over to us. And it's now Harry Holidays.
I've already put in off time for the December comp.
Cheese is good as hell. What does that mean?
That was his Johnny's TikTok. He duetted somebody. You ought to go back and check it out. It's pretty funny.
Who do you duet though?
I don't know. Some dude cutting a big ass fucking wedge of cheese.
Oh, that's what's up, dude. I'll get to see Johnny at Beardapalooza.
Dude, speaking of cheese, I had a cheeseburger tonight that was stuffed with Swiss and mushrooms.
I don't like mushrooms, but other than that sounds good.
Party on top of it.
You saw what happened last time I ate mushrooms. I made a sticker about it.
Ugh. So how much further y'all got to go?
About an hour. Another hour.
Where are y'all going?
We're going to Modesto, California. It's Crystal Davis's beard club competition.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So that's what's up.
Modesto beard and mustache?
Yes, sir. Coalition.
That's one of the first patches I ever got.
Yeah, it's been around a while as far as I know. This will be my third one there. So
since you're back, I guess I can do this. I don't mean to jump off subject, but I had to do this. I had to give Chicken Wing his own.
Hey, Chicken Wing, we'll figure out how to do this shit. We'll fuck Foghorn up.
Nah,
right on, man.
Make him like a chicken head and be like,
I don't think that's gonna happen. Anyway,
bro, I have Google, YouTube. I'll figure out how to do that shit. I'll hit up Johnny. Johnny will help me.
Yeah, but you're gonna have to pay him, and Johnny's high. Johnny's high.
Well, hey
Not
man,
like that sense,
I know
like
who to hit up.
he's premium.
I'm gonna meet him. I'm gonna meet him in 2 weeks, bro. Like maybe
So what,
you got.
y'all gonna become best friends, and you're gonna start doing shit for free for you?
Maybe, dog. Maybe you gotta pay. Maybe he just don't like you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Maybe so.
You gotta pay bills, bro.
I
You gotta pay.
know who I can hit up that'll do it, and he'll do it just for the fun of it.
Yeah, it's on October 8th for sure.
That's why I do it. But anyway, here's the new intro.
Love it. It's a lot better with sound.
I couldn't think of a better gift to put for chicken wing. Like I started searching shit like thinking of different like clips and stuff, and I was gonna put like what's it, Woody Harrelson from the Cowboy Way, his Pepper like acting an ass because he always had the cowboy hat on, but it was only a few, and I was like, I saw that one, and I was like, yep, that's got to be it. It was between that and Lemmy Kilmister, like pulling his glasses down and going.
If he did that pool photo shoot, that'd be epic.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be next summer on that. Unless I can find a little pool somewhere.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Like y'all gonna become best friends and gonna do shit for you for free now?
I'm just saying, I love meeting people that I've been friends with on Facebook forever.
Yeah, no doubt.
One of the coolest things about traveling to compete.
Johnny said it's gonna be a party down there.
I hear they do it really big. And they have an amazing venue.
It's only like a 6-hour drive for me, a little over 6 hours, I think.
You better get your ass down there, boy.
But if things work out and planets align like they should, so I told Chicken Wing before the show, like, if it works out, and it's like, okay, here's decision time. Like, you can go because shit happens, and you can go, but you're gonna have to go by yourself. I'd fucking drive down there by my damn self.
What do you mean if you get permission?
Not permission. I just said if planets align and shit, because that's my October 8th weekend is my 4 nights weekend, and I'd have to take off 3 of those 4 nights. But if I can get somebody,
hopefully he brings a traffic cone.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I got to meet Johnny at Beard Fest 9 at the Wits End in Dallas. He was a judge, and he gave me a shit score. I didn't even place, but I still got to meet him.
Man, that sucks. You want me to get him back October 8th?
That was the first time that I met Chicken Bread too.
Just kidding. Man, I'm ready to party right now, dude.
Why aren't you?
I don't want to have to pee every fucking 30 minutes on the road.
Empty Gatorade bottles.
I'm good, man. I've done it, but I don't want to. It's like the perfect opening.
I don't mind doing it.
I mean, it beats the water bottle once you get buzzed and don't align those holes properly.
Chicken wing.
Bro.
If I can, this thing has got a fucking short in it, this little light.
He said blame the other 4.
If I can finally get this to work and get my soldering gun and rewire that fucking thing and get it to working again, I'm sending you this fucking thing.
Who, me?
This thing costs $12 at Walmart.
Well, shit, I can buy one.
Might not be a bad idea.
I mean, I could turn this around and light it up a little better. I just don't want that damn light in my face.
Yeah,
It's a
dang it.
look. It's a blessing and a curse, chicken wing.
Yeah,
Bunch
that's
of them
better
does.
though, right?
Do what?
Yeah, I'm back on the
Better though,
road.
right?
Yeah. Whew, thank God he didn't end it.
Oh, dude, I need some shades now. Holy crap!
I'll quit your tit whining. Look, you don't. If you can like tilt it away from you, or just as long as it's like light in your face, because it right now just looks like we can see you from the light from your phone.
Let me jack it up a little bit with some rocks.
What's up, Miss Tiffany? How you
I
doing?
got some stones, man.
I know you weren't the only judge, Johnny, but damn, if the other ones are only giving me like 8s, you can boost it up.
All right, how's that?
That's better. As long as it's not blinding you. I mean, that's like this one up here it's troubling for me too, but it's not directly in my face, you know. Let's see.
I got some little rocks over here, man. They're all colorful and shit that
See,
we've found over the years.
I turned mine off, and that like you can still see me a little bit, but with it turned on, you can really see it. Well, I mean, fuck, Bouffant finally got a ring light, so you can do it too. I got faith in you.
I don't know.
What's up,
Does
Mr.
it have
Chris?
a
How
magnet
you
on it
doing?
or what?
And Scott,
What's
do
up?
what?
Does it have a magnet on it or something?
Yeah, this one does.
Yeah.
But this one came from a while back. My dad was on he was on some kind of medication for his dementia, and one of the side effects is compulsive buying or compulsive spending. And he was on Amazon buying, like, if it was a deal, he was gonna buy it. It don't matter if he fucking had a use for it or not, he was gonna buy it. And one of them was, it was like 3 of these lights, 3 of these little LED thingies for like $15 from Amazon. And he bought them, and they were still in the Amazon, still in the USPS packaging at his house.
Really?
He bought like 4 of those percussion massaging gun things.
Yeah.
And he kept blaming it on, like, I only ordered 1 when they sent me like 4 or 5. And he was ordering 4 or 5 of them.
I got one similar to that LED thing, but it's more like a fucking lightsaber.
Plus you're outside. I feel like I'm watching like the coon-ass version of Star Wars. Like they had the lightsabers on, but they were like that bug light yellow. And they weren't even fighting. They were just like fighting mosquitoes and shit.
They had that one that was a Star Wars story called Rogue.
Sorry. Johnny just called me a perfect 10. I had to fucking blow him some kisses.
I think you were talking about me, bro.
No, me and him were talking. You were just over there yammering on about lights and rocks.
Anyway, instead of Rogue, the Rogue Redneck.
He said he gave me a 10. I don't know. Show me that scorecard, Johnny. That was like 3 years ago, man. Who you calling a diva? Captain? Captain?
Damn divas.
Carolyn, what you making? Filet of bamboo? Miss Tiffany, what you got going on this weekend?
Play a baboon.
Bamboo. She's got a whole
Wait a minute. Back up. Who is this? Tiffany Martinez?
Yeah.
You know who that is?
Is this a legitimate question, or do you know who this is?
Yeah, it's a legitimate question because I have no idea who she is. But thank you for watching.
That's oh shit! I just fucking had a brain fart. That's this one. They're see how are you, sissy? Oh shit! I need to start taking some ginseng or something, get my memory back right.
Yeah, you need to get some of that Prevagen, bro.
I've been taking these little blue things, but all they do is just like make my
That's
neck
the wrong
real
pill,
stiff.
bro. That's for the wrong
Make my
head.
neck real. Like I end up walking around like that shit all the time and really flush and agitated.
The little blue one is for your other head.
Sister. That's it.
Oh, okay. Right on, man. Cool.
Look, Will, I don't think he really forgot, but that's just me.
Yeah. Or maybe he did.
How do you say that? Is it Pomeroy or Pomeroy? Either way, it's Ohio. How can Ohio be popping? I'm just kidding. What's up, Chris? How you doing this weekend, brother? That's a legit Pomeroy. That's where I picked that up.
I've seen a lot of people going different places this weekend, and I'm like, I'm not going to a beard comp.
I need another comp under my belt, man. Like I'm Jones and starting to get that itch again. I need to. Aside from the obvious answer, I really need to get some beard comp time under my belt again. You know,
Now,
you start getting a
Boston
favorite
sounds
sport and you
good.
start like missing people and wanting to fellowship and do the whole rigmarole.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, my next one is Beardapalooza.
I think the next one that I actually kind of half-assed planned on was what'd you call it? The one in December?
Harry Holidays.
Harry Holidays. That's it.
Yep.
And I actually, like, at my work, we have this big ass calendar with all the months on it. And you want to take off, you put like your initials and take off for it.
Right on.
And I already put in for that shit. Yep.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely doing Beardapalooza, You Matter, and Mob Fest. If something else pops up between now and then that's somewhat local, I'll go.
Those are my next 3 planned comps. Like, I plan to attend comps.
Right.
I usually don't have to take off for Mob Fest because it knock on wood, since Mob Fest 2, that comp weekend has fallen on my week off, so I didn't have to take any vacation days. And I don't think I had to take vacation for You Matter. But before that, almost every single competition I've had to take off for. Anyway.
Do you mind if we plug something, like put up on the banner?
What you mean?
The deal they're doing for the Craft Whisker Club?
You mean this?
No, not that one. I can't remember if it's Craft Whisker, yahoo.com. Carrie Lynn, I bet she knows. The email, the PayPal for the Craft Whisker deal they have going on, Wigs for Kids. They need donations.
Oh yeah.
They're doing the battle between Tisha, Summer, Christine Hackman, and Natalie.
I'd have to manually put in all that information into the ticker across the bottom, and I don't want to disclose.
Well, mainly we just need the PayPal up there, man. I mean, it's Wigs for Kids, and it's 100% free for kids to get a wig. You know, they're like cancer patients or whatever. So,
and that's when?
exactly.
That's what I said. I don't want to disclose any information, and we're on the show now, and I don't want to be shooting emails and shit
It was originally
you can't control any.
It was originally supposed to be September, but now I'm pretty sure it's December. They're doing the build off, but still,
Yeah,
the
it was.
PayPal. Go donate.
It was supposed to be like the 26th. Yeah, the 26th of this month, and then they moved it to the 12th of
October,
I think.
Yeah.
So, and the only reason I know that is because Miss Tisha had me make a video just for the Whisker battle.
Right on. Anyway, that's something
sending me messages
talking about Wednesday night was trying to get all the shows to promote that, to try to raise money for the Wigs for Kids.
Let's see.
Anyway, if y'all are watching and you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, message Tisha Clickenbeard and ask her what the PayPal is and donate some money.
Tell a joke. Let's see. Go ahead, tell a joke. Let's see if I can load this in here somehow.
Tell a joke.
A clean one.
I don't have any clean ones off the top of my head tonight. I didn't prep for that.
Why won't this? I won't copy this.
Have I told the one about the Scrabble pieces?
I don't think so.
I think I did that last Friday. I think I did. I'll tell it again anyway.
Hang on, I was trying to type this. Let me tell Carolyn, what you just messaged me. Post that in the comments, and I'll put it on the ticker here, since you know about it. Sorry.
Right on.
There it is. I'll leave that up for now. Go ahead and tell the joke.
Craft Whisker Club. That's what I thought. I wasn't sure if it was Craft Whisker or the whole Craft Whisker Club at Yahoo.
There's that.
Wigs for Kids. Yep.
The only one that's coming to mind right now is I heard like recently the circus came to our little town and they all set up, but they were all Indian. And like,
all right. I lost your sound, bro. I can't hear you.
can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Somebody muted my damn mic. Somebody touch that little button right there. So y'all just letting me go.
You told that whole joke without fucking talking, dude.
This Native American circus came to town, come to our little town of Farmville.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dot type Indians.
No, so I said the feathers, not the dots.
Okay. Well, we didn't hear that part because you was muted.
It was cool, man. They were intense.
They were intense. Oh, that's funny.
Okay. Let's see. Carolyn messaging me again. Thank you, Carolyn. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm going to share this one since I just seen it. Nope, that's sending that. Our good friend, Mr. Chicken Bread, his daughter is going to Texas A&M,
Right on.
and she just recently got her Aggie ring. There it is. Like,
Yep.
I know he's incredibly happy,
Oh yeah,
incredibly
for
proud
sure.
of her. I still don't know where he got that shirt from. I asked him if he was in his nightgown or if that was an actual shirt. But I'm really happy for him because I know he's extremely happy.
Oh yeah, that's a proud moment.
And they got to do the whole ceremony out on Kyle Field. I don't
Yeah,
know if y'all.
A&M. There's something else at A&M. They do things
Yeah,
a little different.
yeah. That stadium is like enriched with college tradition, and
Oh yeah,
it's something that speaks volumes to people that appreciate like the college football atmosphere and all that. And
for
he had
sure.
sent us a video. He had sent us a video of like an empty College Station Stadium, Kyle Field Stadium, when they were all on the field. It was really cool. I'm
My dad
checking the
was.
comments, Carolyn. Damn, I'm the only one that Chicken Wing Chicken Wing can't do it now. He lost his privileges somehow.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm trying to check the comments, trying to stay with him. Yeah, the Wednesday show, I don't know what he's talking about with that, but the Wednesday show said they challenged every chapter and every club to donate $100.
Yeah, he's talking about What Up Mob Wednesday. That's something that Chicken Bread mentioned was if we can get every show to promote that, they might meet their goal. You know.
Yeah. Thank you. Just What Up Mob. I guess that's a Wednesday show.
I watch all the shows if I can.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm catching up now. Yeah, what happened to the sound? Sound's gone. Yeah, that's because I pressed that little button. I don't even remember like putting my hand up there and pressing it, but either way. What's up, Scott? Grilling and drinking. Dang, he's got, I guess, two youngins. Travis is 26 and Matt's 24. Right on.
Oh yeah, man! Happy birthday to your son, brother.
Sorry, Carolyn. This shit is difficult. Leave me alone.
He's on his own tonight. He's so stressed out.
Well, it's not that. It's like I'm trying to like stay engaged with what we're talking about and pay attention to the comments, and my comprehension level is still at about 7th grade sometimes. So if I don't like, okay, the dude,
Oh, that's funny.
the thing I sent you had no wait, let me start over. That's what my brain does sometimes. I can't speed read like Mandy and Carolyn. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't speed read anything.
If I speed read something, it's because I pretended to read it and went, oh, okay, that's cool. Now, but if it's something I'm interested in, I can read it pretty quickly.
The only thing I do fast is drink.
Among other things.
Well, I'm not as young as I once was.
But you're as young once as I ever was, or however that fucking song goes.
You know, I'm honestly not a fan.
No, you're
I'm
not.
more into shit like it's got a beat to it. BEERUN, better run.
Chicken Wing's having technical difficulties now. Now, if you'd have kind of ran out there with TROUBLE, I'd have been all right with that.
Or how about jambalaya, crawfish pie, filet gumbo?
That was all right. Who was that? Pam
Tonight
Keller?
I'm gonna see my shadow meal.
All right, let's see. Mandy! Carolyn's going to be sending you a message in a minute.
Just send her the message and see if she replies, because she might not want to talk to you right now.
Well, no, because Mandy's one of the weirdos. I love her to death. She's one of the weirdos that hasn't she's got a new phone and she hasn't like reinstalled Messenger yet. So she goes through the app to get Messenger, like the desktop side on the app, whatever. So she don't get like Messenger notifications and shit.
Right on.
No, that's her like saying, "Hey, I'm about to send her a message. Would you let her know so she can go over and check it?"
Yeah, that's the way Allie is.
I have to do the same.
Like, she don't even check her notifications on Facebook.
I don't either.
I mean, it's like she'll
Just
go
this
in and react to people's shit, but she don't care what they reacted to her reactions. You know what I mean? That sounded fucked up, but it's true.
Yeah, I guess that's like I've never really understood why it'll send you a notification that somebody reacted to your comment or to your post.
Right.
Like, let me know if somebody replies to my post or says, but I don't give a shit about if somebody gives me the fucking bastard blue thumb. Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, I sent this asshole and the other furry asshole that's on the road, I sent them that new intro video and I was like, hey, man, I worked all night on this thing in my free time. I wanted, like, what do y'all think about it? And both of them, bing, give me the big, like, really? I asked what you think about it. I didn't ask you if it's...
I gave you more than that, dude. I gave you my little black heart on the video.
Oh, fuck off with your black heart.
my little tiny black heart. It is too. It's about this big. And it's black. It's black as night.
You still talking about your heart?
Oh, yeah. It's black. What the hell you think I'm talking about, Dingleberry?
I mean, no, not passing no judgments, man.
I think you was. Are they talking about me?
No.
She's
Hold on,
talking
Carolyn.
about me.
Hold on, Carolyn. I got something for you right here. Yeah. It's real special. I wrapped it up real tight.
Oh, they're talking about you because you've been present for 2 weeks in a row.
3.
Yeah. Dude, I think I've been gone for 3 weeks.
I won't be here next Friday, though. I got to work. Yeah, because that 1 week you were on the Guadalajara.
At Guadalupe, bro.
Same thing.
Well, kind of.
And the following weekend, you were with your pops, which you still came on for just for a little bit.
Yep.
You were gone for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was gone 2 weeks.
So, any hooch.
Any hoochie. Hoochie coochie. Man, you know what the best part of my weekend though was my dad?
Whoops. What's that?
All the time that we got to spend alone together. I mean, I love my stepmom, I love my wife, but spending time with my dad by himself, we get to talking, and he's opening up more now in his life than he ever has.
That's awesome, man.
He didn't used to talk about things, and now he's telling me about his life. And that's gold right there, brother.
It really is.
It is.
And that's I don't want to even say an experience, but it is. That's an experience and a memory that you will never forget.
Yep.
There's my dad, I told y'all that he's got dementia and Alzheimer's, and he kind of stays in a loop with the same questions and the same ideas and the same comments and things like that. But
Right on.
like every 2 months or so, it's like chemicals and neurons fire off in a different pattern, and he starts talking about his time in the military, and I'll go over there and say, "Hey, Dad, how you doing?" And he was like, "I want me and you and your Uncle Kenny, which is his brother. They were both in the Navy at the same time, to sit down and like talk about all these time, like all their time that they spent in the military and all their stories and stuff. So their stories can kind of live on through me. And those time, like I don't want to even say I stay engaged with him, but I stay 100% focused on what he says in all in those stories.
Yes.
And because I want to remember, even if they were 100% false or not. You know, the reason I say that is because he did say that he was stationed in New Hampshire or somewhere, and it was that what he was referring to was seeing. He said he saw a big Zeppelin catch fire and burn up and fall to the ground, and that was a memory he saw from a documentary or a movie or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which it was right outside of a naval base or something like that.
Yeah.
And he spoke about it like he was 100% there, but that was before his time, or before his time in the Navy. But it's interesting to hear how he talks about that, and he talks about things that I really don't care to hear. And not the bad things, but it's the weird things like, man, we were stationed in Okinawa and those women over there, whew, like, I'm like, okay, Dad, pump the brakes. I'm your son, remember. You ain't got to tell me all that shit.
I mean, me and my dad, we can kind of talk about certain things, but we don't go into details. You know, give me just a second.
10-4. Remember, we can still hear you.
Hey, I'm not in the house anymore. Whoopsies.
I made his own. Anyway, all right, let me get back over to the comments so nobody gives me shit. Tiffany, a blank comment. Wow. Tiffany's technologically inclined. Mm-mm. What the shit are you talking about? What happened? Y'all must be talking. Sorry. Y'all must be talking. Yeah. No. It's weird because, Carolyn, your comments are coming up like you're replying to Tiffany's comments before they come across my feed. It's weird.
Huh.
Like I'll see Carolyn's comment before Tiffany's.
I'm not seeing any of them until you put them up.
Well, that's your own damn fault. I told y'all that all you like, if you need to get, if it's fucked up again and you need to get the access code, just message me and we can do it. No problem.
Okay.
Unless I'm asleep. Which that's usually when Carrie Lynn, my dad, my neighbor, or my sister is when I'm trying to sleep. Big John too. Big John tried to call me when I was asleep yesterday or day before yesterday.
Huh.
But nobody knows my fucked up schedule. So
he told me a pretty good story over the weekend, about when he was a cop and he was working for Braniff. But he also was like, he was always a mechanic. Always. And he had these buddies that he ran around with. Some of them ran record service and this and that. And he had this one guy that would bring him, he would bring him exotic cars and have these little things done.
Were they topless?
Well, some of the women that he brought with him,
No, the cars.
they were probably topless at one point. like on a calendar. But anyway, his boss, like his captain at the police force, starts fucking with him and starts saying, "What kind of bird don't fly?" So it turns out, man, all these detectives were watching my dad and his buddies. My dad's a cop, and he's doing all this shit with these guys. They thought my dad was stealing cars or something, but he was just their mechanic. They didn't really know what they were doing. So he coming back this close to going to prison himself, and this is a guy that spent his life
for stealing cars.
yeah. And this is a guy that spent his life. He dropped out of college to go to Vietnam because he got his papers anyway, you know. And then he did CIA after Vietnam. And then he became a police officer. And he did his uniform time long enough to become a plainclothes police officer.
Right, like a UC police officer?
Yeah, he was like a special reserve type cop.
What did he do in the CIA?
Dude, they were doing secret operative shit in Vietnam after he got out of Vietnam.
Really?
Yeah.
So he was kind of like a spec ops and CIA type thing?
Something like that. They were marking down who all was VC, doing surveillance.
Right on. I don't want to say my dad wasn't that cool. He was in the Navy, so he's got more stories than I do, but he just fueled the jets. Like he was on the USS Enterprise, and he refueled the jets. And I was like, so that was it like a stepping stone? Did you start there and then you got to be the guy that like stood on the fucking runway and sent them off? And he was like, no, that was probably the easiest one. He said, all you had to do was like pull a hose out there and spin that coupling on and give a thumbs up, and then boom, they came along. He liked to talk about all the traditions and the asinine things that they used to do, like all the grab assing and whatnot. He said, like, once if you're in the Navy and on a cruiser and you've never crossed the equator, there's a whole tradition that the whole damn thing does, and you got to crawl on your belly in grease and then rub your face in some guy's King Neptune's belly or something like that.
Yep. I know all about that shit. My grandpa was a submariner in World War II, and he was a POW in a Japanese camp. And somehow him and this other old boy managed to escape. And they treaded water for like 3 days, and they finally got discovered by a PT boat.
3 fucking days?
3 days. They found some driftwood or something and held on.
They've been my driftwood.
That PT boat come along and drug him up. And he went home.
Excuse me. Dad ain't got no funny, interesting things like that. Or like, holy shit, what'd you do? Like he never fired a gun in combat or nothing like that. Didn't even go on land during one of the whatever war he was in Vietnam. They were like 40 miles off the coast of Vietnam.
My dad never really did shit like that, and he got out of Vietnam in '66.
Now, his dad, my grandfather, my papa, was a gunner's mate, and then graduated in his last year. Like I'll say, graduated. He got promoted to a gunner and got to shoot the big 50 cal on the side of the ship.
Yeah,
and was deaf as a fucking cue ball. Like, Hey, Peppa, what? Huh? Like, what he talked at 120 decibels.
Yeah.
Like had the big, like, naval tattoo on his forearm and all that shit. Like,
Right on.
and I was like, why don't you got any cool stores like Peppa's? Apparently, all my dad was go visit prostitutes or something. I mean, I'm just paraphrasing, but he didn't have no, like, Peppa, why did you lose your hearing just because you got old? And it was like, no, because I on one of them damn ships. And my Peppa was like a, I can't remember the ship that I think he was on the Enterprise as well, but he was in the 4 years that he was in it, he was the Golden Gloves champion of his unit, I guess.
Oh yeah.
I was like, I didn't even know. I mean, dude he had fists like bear paws, but I never knew he did that type of shit.
I mean, my dad's kind of like that. I mean, I'm the shortest man in my family. The next shortest guy was 5'11". Everybody else is 6 foot and over.
I was the tallest for the longest time until my second cousin came along, and he's like 6'7".
Really?
Yeah, he's a milkman, baby, for sure.
I got one brother that's 6'5", one that's 6'4", and another one that's 6'2", and then the other one was 5'11".
Really?
And then there's me, 5'7".
You're tall. That's exactly how tall Mandy is. Yeah, Carolyn, that's the reason. That's the reason I said that about my grandfather. That he was in the wars too, but he wasn't, like Yukon said. He said he was on the ground over there at Vietnam, and it's like we'll not talk about it. From what I hear, the boots on the ground, they got to experience it. They, unless you're in a specified group, they don't talk about it just willingly.
Oh yeah.
Even my dad just like he got to experience it like a civilian, I guess. Like he got to go on land and be there, but it was like civilian attire, or like what do they call it, shore leave?
Yeah.
But he was like, I don't know what they're all like, what all the fuss was about. I was in it too, but I was like, no, really? You weren't really in it. You were 40 miles offshore. So if they wanted to reach you, they really had to want to reach you,
No doubt.
But
I got a really good.
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say him and his older brother, my Uncle Kenny, they were in the Navy at the same time, but my Uncle Kenny was stationed at, what do they call it, like Deerfield or something like that. Some other station like in the States, and Dad was stationed in Okinawa, and he calls him a pussy because they were supposed to go to the same base, like go in the military and go together. And then when it came down to it, they joined together and went through basic and all that together. And then when they got stationed, my Uncle Kenny chose here, and my dad chose over there. And he was like, he didn't do nothing. You know what he did in the 4 years he was there? Paved a runway. What a fucking pussy. I was like, still, Dad, damn.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. My Peppa would tell me some stories about it, but he never told me like the gory battle stories, because he told me he got to shoot down a plane or not shoot down. He got to shoot at a plane, and several, what did he call them? Aggressive civilian boats or some shit, like these little dingers that were coming off like towards them, trying to attack them in like a fucking P-row, trying to get out there to a damn battleship, and they had to shoot at them.
See, in World War II, man, they did shit like that. They took old tugboats or whatever, and recruited them. They were kind of like contractors, but they'd put a Marine with a 50 cal on it, and they were pretty much in the Navy.
Yeah.
They just weren't technically enlisted and didn't go through the training.
Like militia.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, Carolyn, that's what the grandkids call my dad's papa.
Yep.
So we're on the same page. I understood what you were talking about. Not your papa, like your grandfather papa.
I've got a really good friend. I call him Uncle Butch. He's not really my uncle. He's one of my best friend's dad. And the whole family, basically, a bunch of family and a bunch of friends we're all pretty close knit. We technically call him the Godfather, but he's either Uncle Butch or Pawpaw. Anyway, long story short, he was a Marine grunt in Vietnam. And they started off with a gunner Jeep with a 30 cal on it, and they lost the Jeep, and all they had was the 30 cal and grease guns.
Like the grease guns?
Yeah.
Dude, that out of all the old World War like memorabilia, that's one gun that I've always wanted to have was a grease gun.
Yep. But they'd run into other units, on their way doing whatever they were supposed to be doing, and they get told to go here or there, and all these other units were making fun of them because they all had 50 cals and M1s or M14s, and they had a 30 cal and grease guns.
Those grease guns.
Dude's got some stories, bro.
I mean, Dad does too, and my dad and his brother, like them together, when they were both like clear headed, it was like listening to like a movie on, like listening to audiobooks, like just listening to them talk. If you just close your eyes, like it was just like it was 100% entertained. You could like just listen to them talk for hours. And they never argued about shit other than like, no, we took a left here instead of a right, but their stories like coincided.
Now that shit's funny right there. My dad told me a story not long ago about they were on a secret CIA mission, and they were on a chopper. And the
like
gunner
a chopper or helicopter.
Well, they were in the fucking jungle on the chopper, and the gunner got hit right here. A bullet come out the top of his head, and the pilot looks back at him and says, or the two guys, my dad and the guy he was with, looks back at him and says, "If y'all want to live, one of y'all need to get on that gun." And my dad said, he looked at him and said, "How about I fly this thing and you get on this gun?" Because that's what my dad was trained to do. He was a pilot. He
Really?
flew choppers and carriers. He flew those big carrier planes.
Fuck that.
But he also flew choppers. The Mode Hueys.
Man, it takes a special type of person to learn how to actually, like, I don't know if you've actually like seen the steps and what it takes to even just get a helicopter started and off the ground. That's way above my fucking pay grade.
And the funny part though is he was like, we weren't trained on those things. We didn't know. I mean, he's like, man, just you see that lever sticking out? Pull that back and pull that trigger on them handles.
To fly the helicopter or to fire the gun?
To fire that 60 cal mounted on that chopper. Yeah. Yeah, my dad did jump school also, Carolyn. We had to.
The C-130 is just a cargo plane. The AC-130 is the assault cargo, right? The one that shoots the big whatever those fucking guns are.
That's probably what it was. The C-130. That sounds familiar.
Carolyn, for those of y'all that are still watching that don't know, was an airman or an air person, and jumped out. From what I understand, jumped out of many of things. But the kid in me playing Call of Duty and all these war games and shit over the years, even having the old Army men firecrackers that shot up and they parachuted the Army men down.
Yeah.
That's been, I don't want to say it's been a dream of mine, but like if it ever came up, I'm like, hey, we're about to go up in this plane and jump out, like tailgate's going to let down and you're going to run and jump out. Like, you want to do it? I'd be like, sign me up, bro.
I actually did sign up, man, and I broke my ankle before I went to boot camp. And that was like around 1988. We hadn't seen conflict in many years, and it was getting really hard to get in. You know, and
I know, I'm not talking about signing me up in the military. I'm talking about signing me up to jump out of an airplane. Like, cause I've skydived or skydived one
I
time.
ain't doing it. I ain't gonna
But
do it.
I was strapped to a dude's belly, and like it was fun. I don't want to say it was fun. It was terrifying until it was out of my control, and then it was like the freest you'll ever feel until it starts getting closer and closer and closer.
Then you know, it starts pounding.
I couldn't tell you if it was or not. I couldn't even tell you if I shit, pissed,
That
breath,
motherfucker's
nothing.
for a minute. Hell yeah.
But it was just like that's all you can hear is just the wind. But it's unbelievable. It started with bungee jumping. I used to bungee jump, do those swings and shit.
No, fuck no, not me.
And my first job out of high school was climbing towers for $7.25 an hour.
Yeah, I remember you talking about that.
Yeah,
I never did dangerous shit like that. Now, I was off the ground I got was doing steeple roofs on churches. We've done a couple of those.
and see, that's fucking. I don't those heights. I don't like dealing with shit like that. Like if it's the possibility, it's me fucking up. Like I can go to the edge of a building, as long as I've got something to hold on to, I can look over. But I can't walk to the edge of a building and just look over. You know what I mean?
I'm the same way, bro. I don't like that.
But like
dude, I can see videos of people like riding those glass elevators or something and like taking videos of like downward, and I'm like, my stomach sinks like I'm falling. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm like, no.
Like seeing that height.
No, I'm out.
But like even now, I get, and it's true. I don't want to sound like an old fogey, but like the older you get, the less of those like that. I guess that not giving a shit kind of starts like going away, and you're like, okay, if I make one misstep, I'm gonna fucking fall and hurt myself. Even now, even me being on my roof, like I'll get up on my roof and like blow off a pine straw and stuff off my roof. And it doesn't scare me, but when I get down close to the edge, I start realizing like, you better pay attention.
You get that,
even though that's only about 9 foot off the ground.
Yeah.
If you just misstep, you ain't gonna land on your feet, motherfucker.
You get that depth perception when you get down there, you know. And see, that's where it's been explained to me, though, is what's a little bit different between skydiving and
yes, Carolyn.
Looking off of a building is you don't have that depth perception.
Okay. Speak in the same vein, to put it in perspective. If you go on a tower, if you climb a tower that's 200 feet tall,
Uh-huh.
and you're on the edge of a building that is equivalent in height, you're going to feel that vertigo more on that building than you are on that tower. And that's no bullshit. And I thought it would be the opposite, but it's not.
Right.
Because you're on that big mass thinking that you're like feeling safe and you're looking over into fucking danger. The higher you go on a tower, especially if you start working on it, like working in front of you, in the back of your mind, you're still however high you are off the ground. You know, that's still in the back of me. You look down and people are this big.
Yeah.
But you tend to forget how high up in the air you are, like when your mind is occupied doing other things. When you're on the side of a building, that's in the forefront of your mind. Like, I'm right on the edge of a building. Y'all better not fuck up. Anywho,
I've done certain types of jobs like that to where the more and more you do it, the more comfortable you get,
mm-hmm.
and the more careless you become.
Absolutely.
But
and that's the worst. That's the worst thing in tower
climbing.
climbing.
Into it brand new is like, you know, you can do it for a couple years and you're fine. But you step away from it 4 or 5 years or whatever, and then you get a job where you got to do something like that, where you're climbing scaffolding or something, and suddenly that fear factor is back there until you get comfortable again.
Yeah.
You know?
Or it takes that one little slip, like when I was climbing towers, you know, we had the whole harness belts and all that, and we always hooked off. You had 2 rings on your waist, and you had one right in the middle of your chest. Well, when you were climbing to rest, you would hook it off to your side D ring, run it around the cross braces, run around that, down through your center D ring to your other one, and you could just sit back. And if you didn't put your little rope lanyard in the middle of that cross brace, and you put it on a flat one like that, just put it over the flat one and leaned one way or another to grab something or get something out of your bag and put any kind of tension on that rope, your rope would go and catch. You know, it would slip over just a fraction, just to readjust because you're pulling an angle on it.
Right.
And you talk about making your butthole tight. When you're that high in the air and you're trusting your equipment, you're leaned over trying to dig something out of your bucket, a bottle of water or something, and that rope catches and readjusts, you automatically think you're dead.
Oh, yeah.
Your heart will fucking stop. And I did it constantly.
Yep.
You're like, oh, shit. Oh, you have to like take your boots off and empty the piss out of them. Okay,
hey,
yes.
reminds me of that video Chicken Bread did a couple years ago. Had them rubber boots on when we got all that rain.
Mm-hmm.
And his boots filled up, and he was taking them rubber boots off and pouring all the water out.
Right, and might as well have been walking around barefooted.
And then
anyway,
he poured them boots out or something, and I don't know, something about it filled up his britches or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you weren't really invested in that story.
I mean, that was a long time ago.
I don't know. Fuck it. Whatever.
It was a long time. Bro, we're at an hour, and I think we did a half an hour before.
Yeah, well, we did I think we did 28 minutes before FABS booted us. But just going back to this, I'm sorry. I was un-PC when I said that. I said she was an airman or an air person. Carolyn was airborne. She was in the airborne.
Get it right, Cracker.
Thank you for correcting me, Carolyn. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna get off here. If y'all want to come backstage, y'all know the drill. Send us a message or post in the comments. Just let us know.
Right.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
Absolutely.
Me and old heifer over here, old fogey. Appreciate him bigger than shit. And y'all next Friday will be you and FABS because I'll be working. So you'll get one of the 3, or you'll get 2 of the 3 of us anyway. But anyway, I had a blast. Love y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in and showing up and commenting. The ones that did. Hope y'all have a great weekend. Enjoyed it. Love y'all.